Hello, I'm Samtastik, and today is a special day. As of July 13th, 2026, I've officially been on YouTube for 1 year. And I'd like to take today to discuss the things that I've learned. The things that I've learned where it seems like it was a little more work than I anticipated, but it was definitely worth it. And as you can see, I'm trying out some shaders. So let's jump right in and get geared up just in case that Enderman in the background wants to try to fight me. I think he just ran away. So I will start off by saying when I began the idea of wanting to do YouTube, it wasn't actually on this channel. I had one before. And I messed around with it very, I don't want to say haphazardly, but it was not a lot of research that went into it. I just went ahead and clicked record, did some editing, and we just kind of took off. And I didn't do super crazy good. And, I think at most I got up to about 40, 50 subscribers, maybe. Probably about 3/4 of those were people that I was playing with on servers, I'm sure. But I had a lot of stuff happen, and I wasn't able to maintain it. And then this time last year, I said, hey, I want to try it again. I just want to see how it feels. And I started doing some research on Optifine, using it for editing. Not Optifine, I'm sorry. DaVinci. There we go. Anyways, and I used DaVinci for editing and OBS for recording. I think that's where I got the O for Optifine. Yeah. So, that being said, after I did quite a bit of research on that, and I took off, started recording, I went ahead and just said, hey, I'm just going to try it out, see how it works. Obviously, I would love to make this, into some kind of full-time gig. But for the time being, we're just going to sit here. We're going to record ourselves playing videos, and people like it. They can jump on in, watch some videos, and comment and like or leave suggestions on what we do. Like when we named Mr. Edward here. That was from you guys. So, just little things like that. And I wasn't trying to do anything crazy over the top. At this point in our channel here, it's basically just been me playing video games. I think all of them are survival games I've done up to this point, with the exception of the Sword Art Online one. But I do like these types of games. And it's what I enjoy, so that's what I'm going to keep recording as we play. And if something new pops up that I want to mess around with, then I'll do that as we go. So as we are talking about everything, I want to try and get some things organized. As you can see, we're a little chaotic right now. So I'm going to take some spruce logs. No, that's dark oak. I don't want dark oak logs. I want the spruce logs. We're going to make some chests here. And I'm about to start moving some things over. Where do? Just make 8 of them for now. And I already had 2 up there. Look at that. Because we've been living in this shack here for far too long. And it's time to start getting stuff set up to build our house over here. But yes. Also, take a look at this. Doesn't this look amazing? Look at the sun coming through the water like that. That is awesome. Now, if y'all enjoy these shaders, please let me know. If you don't, let me know. I really want it to be enjoyable for y'all to watch, but I feel like it adds quite a bit of depth to the game, whereas the vanilla graphics seem to just kind of be, flat, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I like seeing the shadows and things like that. So, anyways, when I did start recording, I wasn't really expecting a whole lot of like super crazy success, like going viral and all that. I was just wanting to do something to have fun, mess around with. And it worked out for me. I liked it. I like the way that it's working out so far. And I will tell you, everyone in the comments and all the people that watch the videos, and I just appreciate the heck out of everybody. So thank y'all very much for everything. I couldn't have gotten here without you guys. And, you know, y'all are the reason why I'm doing this. Because I want to bring enjoyable content so y'all can watch it and just kind of kick back and relax and get a few laughs in and watch me derp around in these games and be like, hey, you know what? This guy, he's not that great at video games, but we'll watch him because, you know, stuff's funny. I don't know. Y'all probably have your own reasons for watching, and that's fine. But I just, you know, as I was recording everything as we went along over the year, that I learned a few things. I learned some tips and tricks on how to make editing easier, which for those of you who may decide that they want to step off into making YouTube videos, I say go for it. And, you know, you won't know until you try. I will tell you that this recording process of it, at least as far as I can tell, for majority of people that do this for any long period of time, and myself included, this part is definitely the shortest and the easiest part of it. Then the longer part is the editing, getting all the times where you cough or you might sneeze or sniffle or something, you know, you cut all that stuff out because for the most part, nobody wants to hear all that. Gross. So anyways, you know, there's a lot of stuff that goes on the back end of it where it doesn't, how you say, it doesn't really show, or you don't really know about it until you're actually in it and doing it. Because if you are, oh, that goes over there. If you're just watching the videos, it's just simply, hey, I'm going to click on this, watch the video. Okay, cool. And you can tell the difference between videos that, you know, people have taken time to edit and ones where people are just like, oh, okay, you know, we're going to just throw it up there. And there's nothing wrong with it either way. These are all good ways of doing things, and everybody has their own way of doing it. I just want to try to clean it up a little bit. That way it's less distraction for y'all. And I'm trying not to do so many cuts here and there. But sometimes there's a point in a video where I'll go off and do a bunch of resource gathering. And I'll go ahead and just cut all that out because to me personally, it's like, unless you have something to talk about, then it's just, I don't want to see somebody go around gathering resources forever. You know what I mean? But maybe that's just me. Who knows? Just making sure. That's just beautiful. Look at this. Anyway, I love it. So, anyway. Yeah, so just like I said, if you want to try it out, I say go for it. Why not? You know, it's just all about having fun and actually enjoying what you're doing. Because if you don't enjoy it, you're definitely not going to stick with it. Because this is, I mean, this is my own personal experience. But for me, it's not always easy. And it's kind of hard sometimes coming up with ideas on what kind of episode I want to make or something like that. And, you know, sometimes I'll just see what other people are doing and be like, hey, you know what? I'm going to make an episode covering this. Or like when an update comes out on a video game or something like that. And, you know, like with this one, Minecraft is always going to have a special place in my heart because I started out YouTube with Minecraft in general and I think this, My last channel, I did that, and I did some Stardew Valley for a little while because that was fun. But I don't know why. I think it was a computer I had at the time or something. But after recording for so long on it, just like it felt like as I was recording, it was fine. But whenever I went to doing the like playback and editing and all that, it was just super choppy and laggy, and I definitely could not do anything with that. So that said, I was like, well, we're just gonna go ahead and stop doing that one. But yeah, there was a lot of trial and error in the previous channel, and like I said, I had a lot of fun. I made a lot of friends. I still hang out and talk with a lot of the people that I played with way back then. But I want to keep this one going. If nothing else, just to keep having some things to throw up on the internet. And if y'all get a kick out of it, so be it. I'm happy about that. Just gonna start tossing stuff over here. I'm mostly moving out from over there. And multitasking is not one of my strong suits, as you can tell as I'm talking and trying to move everything back and forth. It doesn't seem to want to be working as fluidly as possible. So these are the things that I normally cut out of a video, but like I said, I have something to say. We're almost done getting this box empty. So yes, all the bushes. Aha! Then we can take the box with us. See how that works out? Perfect. But yes, so I have a lot of ideas on what I want to do with this channel going forward. I do still want to keep making Minecraft videos. I want to keep playing on Hytale because I am really having fun with that game, and it's very difficult bouncing back and forth between the games, where on Hytale you press a certain button to open this, but on Minecraft you right click it, you know, but it's all part of the process, and that's fine by me. Let's see. But yeah, so that said, I just want to say, as I got into the swing of things and I was able to start really getting into the flow of making and editing videos and all that stuff, it's a lot of fun for me. And it is a learning process. It is getting me out of my comfort zone, you know, and I feel like it's going to be that way for a lot of people that want to start doing stuff like this. And like I said, I totally encourage you, if you want to do it, jump off and do it. You know, we're all human. We're all going to make mistakes. Nobody's perfect, despite all the editing that goes into videos to try to prove that, you know, we never make mistakes, because I'll be the first one to admit, I absolutely make mistakes in this game. A matter of fact, most of my funniest moments are from me making mistakes in these games. So, don't take it too seriously. And don't expect to be a superstar overnight. Those are some very good pointers. Just get used to talking to nobody. Or if you want to do streaming, go ahead and do that, because that is also an avenue which I haven't got to dive into, but I want to. If y'all would like to see that, y'all hear me doing a whole lot more of the and you know clear my throat and sniffling and all that, because you know I don't want to keep hitting mute every time I do it. But you know, it's part of life. So that being said, let's see, y'all. Just throw these in there. I'm gonna throw these in there. I'm gonna throw this down. Again, there's no rhyme or reason to this. I'm trying to sort of keep them organized, but you know. So, I mean, there's a lot of different things that, you know, time management is a big thing, because it does take a lot of time. And working a full-time job, you know, I get home around, you know, close to 7 o'clock, around, you know, maybe 6 o'clock, somewhere around there in the evenings every day. I usually don't feel like making videos if I am, you know, getting home that late, because I'll get home, you know, take a shower, make dinner, eat, all that, and then it's around 8 or 9 o'clock, and sometimes I just want to watch something, which, you know, is understandable. Or sometimes you want to go ahead and play a game and just veg out, so to speak. I'm sure y'all know what I'm talking about. Sometimes you just want to get on a game like this and go mining for no reason. Or you want to go play something cozy like, you know, Stardew Valley or Palia. Or maybe you just want to go play in a PvP game and you want to go take some people out. You know, just something to turn off your brain for a little bit and relax, you know. So that's kind of why I don't put out 3 or 4 videos a week. You know, I try to do 1, sometimes 2. And I know, like I said, this last couple of months has been kind of hit or miss, and I apologize. It's just had a lot going on. But going forward, I am going to do my best to make sure to get a couple of videos out a week. So I try to record on the weekends, and then I can edit them throughout the week and post them. So I'll try to do like post 1 on the weekend and 1 in the middle of the week, something like that. If time allows, I'll do more. Hey, there's a ladder in here and the blocks and bricks and stuff. How rude. Anyway. That shows how organized I've been. And this is obviously not going to be the final organization over here. Just don't worry about that. We will be making a organization sorted out. Very sophisticated looking room, I'm sure. I'm definitely not a redstone guru by any means, but I know how to do some stuff. Hey, that's... Wait, I got thrown up in there. Again, trying to pay attention at the same time. What was that? Who that? Oh, it's a piggy. Okay, I thought somebody was running over here to bite me, like a spider or something. Okay. Ladder will go over here. And I'm thinking, I guess I'll put glass in here for now. I don't put the soil and stuff over here, kind of with the dirt stuff like that. The earthy things. I don't know. It's the way my brain processes it. But yeah. Yeah, and you know, it's helped because I have a lot of people in my life that support me and encourage me to keep doing good, and I appreciate every one of y'all. I really do. Because there's a lot of times where I'm like, you know, I just kind of feel bleh. And I just don't really feel up to doing anything or making a video for a week or 2. And, you know, that's understandable. You're going to have times where you need to take a break. Because if you don't, you're going to get burnt out fast. Like this series right here. This is only episode 14 in an entire year. But it's not the only one I've done. I have done many other episodes on other games. Like we did Surround Dead, which that's fun. It's just, I don't know. I got involved in other games as I was playing that. And if anybody knows me, I have a problem with staying focused on a game. So that's one of the things that I was really, I don't want to say concerned about, but one of the things I was like, you know, I don't want it to be so bouncing back and forth that it becomes distracting, if that makes sense. But at the same time, I wanted to give a variety of games for people to watch and things that I enjoyed. So, oh, this looks so cool in the rain. Anyway, easily distracted, as you can see. So I really hope that it's not too distracting for y'all, and I apologize if it has been, because I'm kind of settling into where I want to have a couple of main games I'm playing and then do some spin-off games here and there. I hope that makes sense, because I would like to give y'all a variety of things to watch. If it is distracting, I apologize, and I'll do my best to stay focused on a couple of games for y'all. And there are plenty of games that I enjoy playing across all kinds of genres, but I only want to put up a certain, I don't want to say genre again, but the certain types of games I just want to put up here, you know, and that way I kind of keep a consistency going on what we're doing here, you know. I think that was already in there. Doing this backwards from the way that I put it in feels kind of weird, but I think that was right. Is it nighttime already? It sure is. So y'all had me talking all this time. Staying busy. I've already slept twice. Look at this. Look at this. That looks so cool. Anyways, sorry. But yeah, so with YouTube and recording and making videos, I definitely want to get into making videos with other content creators soon. So I'm going to start digging into that, seeing if I can find some groups to do some things with on a server, or just playing other multiplayer games with people that are making videos that want to do things. Got a good friend of mine that I have already made a video with, that we did a Who's Your Daddy game, which that game's crazy. But yes, I will definitely be doing more content with him in the future. And we will be planning to do some things soon, I assure you. We've already started talking about a rematch in that one. And I'm going to talk to him about maybe doing some other stuff. We've mentioned some Minecraft stuff together too. So that should be fun. I don't know why I have half this junk. I should just be throwing it away. Like all these mostly broken tools, but apparently I'm a hoarder. Who knew? But yes. So all in all, I've had a lot of fun doing this YouTube thing. I don't know if you call it an outlet or what, equivalent to, like, you know, just talking to somebody or writing stuff in a journal or something. I don't know. Call me cheesy. But it just kind of helps me, I don't want to say focus, but it's something else to do, you know, like a hobby, which I have plenty of those as well. So if you haven't guessed it, I'm a nerd. So I do enjoy things like Dungeons and Dragons and trading card games and random ink sacs floating in the water. So there's a lot of stuff that I do outside of YouTube, just like the majority of people that put content on here. Believe it or not, we have lives outside of this. For shame, I know. I'm just gonna put you in there just because you were jumped in my pockets. But I really hope y'all do enjoy the things that I post on here. And I know it's not going to be for everybody, and I know this watching people play survival games is probably not for everybody, but there is quite a large crowd of people that do enjoy it. And I just want to keep doing this because it's been a fun time in this last year, and I just kind of looked at it. I was going through my videos yesterday. Today I'm recording this on the 12th. But yesterday on the 11th, I was looking at it, and it's like, hey, my first video. I was just looking at it, and I was like, man, that was pretty cringy. Like, I was recording that on an Xbox microphone on a headset. I was I was so excited to get something recorded. I said, I don't care what it sounds like. I'm just going to record it. And looking back, I'm like, I kind of wish I would have cared. But, oh well. It's fine. So, yeah. So the very first video I recorded and uploaded was on July 13th, 2025. And I stopped. I was like, man, that is wild. I got to do something. And I mean, I know this isn't like a crazy video, but I think I just wanted to do something different other than a regular recording as I'm transferring stuff back and forth. And then we'll kind of walk around a bit as well after I'm done with all this. I'm almost done. But you know, I was like, I want to talk about the things that I've learned and how my first year on YouTube has been, my journey, so to speak. And I am just so excited that I'm able to take all of you along with me, because this has been amazing. And a lot of y'all's feedback has really helped me out with seeing what y'all like and tips and tricks on games that I'm playing. And I mean, I don't know everything about this game at all. I am so far out of the loop on all things new in this game. I do know that apparently when when I turned on the launcher, there's some kind of weird, looks like a slime thing. I don't know what the heck that is. You know, it's hey, don't you go in there. You're gonna go over here. But yeah, and you know, those little, whatever they are, I don't know what they are. Y'all probably do, but I have no idea. But I will figure it out, and we'll learn about them together eventually. And then I saw an update saying something about they were adding cushions or seats or something. I guess they're not in the game because I tried to look for the recipe in here. Again, I haven't really kept up with all the recent updates, but in general, I mean, I know the basic game of Minecraft has been out long enough. I hope most people know the basic game of Minecraft that watch this. And if they don't, then I am teaching you as we play, and you can watch me fall on my face. But there, I just, you know, there's a lot of things I'm learning, and I appreciate all the tips and tricks as we go. Whether it be Minecraft, or Hytale, or Subnautica 2, which I am definitely jumping back in eventually. I've only done 2 episodes, and despite my overwhelming fear of all things in the water, I really do want to play the game because I enjoyed watching people play the game, which sounds weird, but when I jump into the game, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is great. I don't know. Maybe I like to torture myself with certain things like that. But yeah, I will say this. One thing that I have seen people do and heard of people doing on YouTube as they play, like a lot of people do things where they'll have a script, which is amazing because it doesn't make you sound like you're rambling on for no reason at all, like when I do videos. But I feel like there's a certain niche out there for everybody. And I want to keep things more on the natural side where it's like I do tips and tricks here and there, but it's not like a, how do you say it? It's not going to be like super crazy videos all the time of like, hey, here's top 10 tricks on blah, blah, blah. But I could totally do that, which I may start doing that in the future. But up to this point in this past year, it's just been, you know, this. And, oh, put the water bottles over there. But yeah, so with that said, I'll move you back down here. So I prefer not to have a script. I only am actually running with one monitor. I have no kind of green screen or anything to do any kind of streaming yet. Which, if I did do some streaming, I would like to do it with like a video feed. So, you know, y'all can watch me be scared to death when I'm playing Subnautica or whatever. So, you know, it's not a thing where I'm like, oh, I'm not going to show you guys my face because I'm super mysterious or anything like that, which there's nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's just I haven't had that thought. It's just I haven't had the time to get the stuff to set it up to do that. And that is the reason why. But eventually, I will be doing that. So, like I said, if y'all want to see some streaming, let me know. I'm all about trying the new things. Y'all just have to bear with me as I fumble through it because I don't know anything about that at all. But the fun thing is, I didn't really know much about YouTube until I hit record on that first video. And I want to say that really does apply to all things in life. If you would, you know, let me get a little bit deep here on that subject, but not too crazy. If you don't ever try, you'll never know. If you just sit there and worry about, well, all the what ifs, like if I do this, people are going to laugh at me. If I try something new, they're going to make fun of me. There's so many people out there that can do this better than me. I promise you, all those people that you're worried about that at the moment are doing it better than you did not start out doing it like that right out the gate. Every one of those people started out doing stuff on square one. They had to pick a day where they're like, hey, today we're going to hit record for the first time. Or today we're going to learn how to, you know, build an engine from the ground up, or, you know, whatever, just as a generic reference, you know. But plug your dream in here, and everybody that you've watched on YouTube or read books or whatever, they had to start somewhere. They didn't start out knowing everything. So I hope that kind of helps y'all to be a little bit inspired to take that leap, because I'll tell you, I have been having fun with this. And, you know, people that know me know that I like to talk a lot. It's probably annoying, and I am sorry. But at least on here, if I'm talking a lot and you clicked on my video, that's your fault. You can click away whenever you want. But please don't click away. Please. But yes, so don't let fear or anxiety hold you back from trying something new that you want to do, especially if it's something you've always wanted to do. As long as it's legal. Let's clarify that. As long as it's legal, don't let those things hold you back. Because life is really too short, whether you want to believe it or not. Because, like I said, I don't feel like it's been a year. And then, you know, there's a lot of times I'll stop and, you know, something will pop up on Facebook or something. They'll be like, hey, this was 15 years ago. And I'm like, oh, no, it was not. That was just like a few years ago. There's no way it was 15 years ago. So, yeah, the idea of letting fear hold you back is understandable, because I totally can relate. Like, just, it's easy to get scared. But you have to, you know, if you really want something, just go for it. You know, you want to start making YouTube content, go for it. And don't you ever let those haters out there talk you into quitting. Don't do it, because there's a lot of haters out there. I've had some people on here already. All that haterade they be spitting. But you just gotta you gotta be nice about it. You can't be a jerk. I mean, I guess you can. You got free will. But I would advise you to remain professional about it. Because, you know, at the end of the day, they're not the ones on here chasing your dream. You are. They're not the ones putting in the hours and the work to do all this. That's you. And that goes back to any and all kinds of hobbies or dreams or whatever. So you definitely are in control of your own destiny. Don't let people that have tried and failed make fun of you or tell you you're never going to make it or you can't do this and that. Just kill them with kindness. Do I have my bed? No, I left my bed way over here. But yes. Hey, swimming with the fishes. But not in the way you think. So, yes. All in all, I have had a very fun time playing video games with y'all, recording videos. And I really hope y'all have enjoyed it up to this point this year. And wow, it has flown by. I apologize, there's only been 13, now 14 episodes up to this point on this particular series. And we have done quite a bit, even if it doesn't look like a lot. I mean, we built this one. And then we built that one. And then this one. And we started on the tower, which I have plenty of ideas for the tower. I want to do like little windows and balconies going around, and it's probably going to go up a little bit taller and have a cone shape. I thought I heard some pillagers. Man, these guys, those pillagers are annoying around here. They're all over the place, despite me throwing down all these torches everywhere. But yeah, so in here, it does look a little bit darker with the shaders, and that's kind of cool. So hopefully it's not too dark. Y'all let me know in the video, in the comments, because as I'm recording, it does not look that dark. But when it gets to YouTube, it gets darker for some reason. But what I want to do once those seats come out, I'm going to replace these and put those cushions in here, and I'll probably put like a sign or something on the side. I don't know. That way you can right click them and sit down like a real table. But then we went and explored that massive cave underneath the town, which we still have not fully explored yet. We just haven't gotten back around to it. We went to the Nether and did a bunch of crazy stuff. We went over to the Pillager Outpost, which that was probably one of my favorite episodes, where I did the little training montage and we got ready and we went over there and we took on the Pillager Outpost. Yeah, that was pretty fun. Oh, we went down in the mines over there. Man, we have done a lot in 13 episodes. And then all the other types of videos we've done with Hightail and Subnautica's only got 2 right now, but it's on the way. And then, you know, just all the things we've done. I have had so much fun with all of y'all. And thank y'all for joining me on this journey. And we are not stopping anytime soon. Let's see. I wish these gave off a little bit more ambient lighting, like directional lighting, if that makes sense with the shaders, but it does not for some reason. But I'm still debating on, I think I'm going to start to plan out the house next. Once we're done with that, we'll tackle these little houses around the corner here and start really bringing life into this area here. Start bringing some villagers over, maybe. We'll see. But I really do hope y'all have enjoyed this last year of YouTube. Thank y'all for everyone who's been here and stuck around, and you know, all the comments and the likes and the shares if y'all have shared anything. And y'all just please let me know what y'all are looking forward to in this next year in 2026 to 2027. But like I said, I appreciate everything. I love every one of you. And until next time, y'all take it easy.